many times this week you're gonna can't take any of them for granted, right, Scott?
Yeah, you could say that again. I'm sure he's
Okay, nice hit.
7 levels in this mall, from what I understand.
It's amazing how many he made across town and nearly made another.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Just getting it down. I don't know about the position.
From across the room, that's who I thought it was. This is going to lay up over the side with contact 6, or maybe even don't need an angle really, but probably prefers a little bit. Monty playing as well. Dennis Erculo, we saw that. So some big names in the pool world.
Manalo, somebody I haven't seen in forever as well.
Oh, he's playing as well? Wow, that's great. Talk about a guy to me. All right, pretty good stuff. Playing, he could just apply a little outside and run across the 9 where his hand's at now.
Yeah, and Gorst draws first blood. You can already see there in the background.
This is what really looked effortless to me. Not always in the balls on the break, it seemed like every time. This is a touchy one.
Well, I'm with you, though, JJ, and actually about Garcia. A lot of cue movement, but a lot of Filipinos have that movement. It's okay. Looks to be coming 3 rails here and held that up, and that's the 4-inch pockets. He actually, I don't even know how the cue ball finished where it
rail. That's that typical ball that's kind of hard to judge, right, when it's hanging, especially. Grabbed pretty nicely.
Caught a bad shirt foul last week. Here he comes, short side. Needs to chill.
Wow, it's hard for me to pull the trigger on this one very often, but all right, got a nice hit though.
Can't hate that play, can you?
Sometimes you can get this 3 in the side occasionally as well, but he's going 4. It's going to go long, I believe, but the speed may agree with something. I'd be surprised if he was related to Santos. Looks a lot like him to me at that glance, but all right, he's going to give up the cut.
Tour.
Yeah, nice stuff there. And
last week, that there's well over 800 Fargos, if you know what that means in the United States, and 800 Fargos.
Looks like he's going to try and add some left spin. Wants to hit that side. Perfectly done. You get a lot of double kisses and stuff like that with the rail being there, so sometimes you'll add, a bit more on the cue ball open. And these tables just got set up yesterday, so I'm sure they'll pay attention to him. Like maybe just holding. Yeah, I wasn't sure where he was. He just trying to get closer, I guess. Yeah, this won't have a ton of speed. Yeah, the new felt, better to have that like meat. Now, when I look at the pop, not too far away, it looks like the standard 4-inch, but when I see some of these go in, it makes me think, is it maybe a hair bigger? And now for a 3-0 lead. Pretty much perfect pool so far. As the Camel Pro Bayard Series, and was really Japan's best player for many years. Him and
I haven't heard
Kawabata.
that name since you just mentioned it. It's been 20+ years, probably longer. Nice and tight up behind the brown 7.
Can knock balls in, so that's always a little scary. He's been pretty good with this too, the kicking and the jumping. He hasn't really surrendered ball in hand.
Yeah, and that 2-ball jumped over the green 6 there.
So it's the 7 playable, I can't tell.
Yeah, look at that play. He went forward with the 7.
It's the safest route here to try and get this safety. He really was trying to get separation, and that's the problem. 4's over the side, so he can handle distance on the 3. Really nice.
Yeah, touching on that The elites are great at it. A lot of the amateurs are lower ranked players, a little bit more scared of it. Something very close. There's a lot of value in forcing them to the kick. And even the side rail.
See very often that two ball, like you said, jumped over that 6 and 4, was it? They were up table 6 and 5, and from a different view, which is always good last week. And you know, other guys go at it as well, but here's that typical break. He's got the natural kind of banker, you know what I mean, to where it's a lot of aiming and just hitting the ball nicely and all that. Nothing extra special from a young man's age.
Well, I think you're exactly right, and I think Aloysius Yap comes to mind when you talk about repeating as well. Back open wins. But both of those guys, and you've touched on Aloysius Yap's break, it just continues to get better throughout the...
Yeah, he's come a long ways in that department. It was really kind of one of his weaknesses, I thought, for a while, and best position players we have out there. And, you know, when you talk about these types of players, it's just a little bit... I could have used a hair more there, but... $5-0. Yeah, just watch the track of the cue ball. Again, gets 2 down. Little. I think Konihiko Takahashi's match should be called soon. Into the ball is Santos Sunbahome. The cue ball, his first real scratch here at the Gateway Mall. We'll have 2 semifinals in the afternoon session, and then the finals in the evening. Hands at now. Little light. So he's going to have to show us that cut shot.
A bunch of these missed at the Reyes Cup. Like so, but that's going to fall on day 1 with the fresh cloth.
Pocket.
It might be a touch bigger, maybe, but from there it looked pretty snug.
Variety there. Wants that to go a little more. It'll blow center, and then he drops the tip on the last swing. Oh, he just played the stun there, excuse me. Hit that
That's
well.
just the same old song and dance with him. He's so consistent. I don't really remember a time in the last dated there.
Yeah, cue ball path is just, you can't ever say identical, but
yeah, I think that's what he's forced to do. Just get below it.
yeah, that kind of shot when you're going up table, coming all the way across, maybe? I don't know. Oh, big stun.
Yeah, big time stun. Let's not forget, folks, just some better matches right out of the gate, really, instead of a little bit more delay.
Also think, you know, we see it from Fedor anyways for the most part, but some of your top players can maybe get that lead and go for, you know, you can afford to go for some of these, of course, but you're not getting in that game mode for that next round, because every round really trying to get himself in that focused mode moving forward.
Yeah, and just it's going to go to the ghost.
Arc on it either. He has less arc than anyone, I think, on the cue ball, to where it just tells me it's getting position on the 2, making the 1 easier.
Yeah, it was tough to do both, right? Just swing around out of that top left corner.
And just bump the 1 past the purple, or play it opposite like this.
Yeah, I know one thing. He would really...
Good hit.
Yeah, a little ticky play there.
Only hit them both, so... Oh, he's curving it.
A little inexperience there, maybe, JJ. Just not
scratch or something like that, so... Oh, he could get around it. Excuse me. Very good. Yeah, shot a field goal between that 2 and 9, and... Again, he's had a couple where the cue ball wasn't as good as he wanted.
He overdrew the 8, and that's it.
Yeah, and but to me, he looks really good overall. A lot of what he recognized it. I think it was a lot of travel, you know, long days, and the on out. He looked really solid cueing the ball.
Warm-blooded player, a working player, and that might be his worst department there, is if you're playing in very
kind of go 1 rail kind of at the 9, just real light. Oh, he just stunned it. Hard to for us and you viewers. Yeah. No different story with that break shot. I'll tell you, he did miss the one in the last rack, but he didn't here. And
every time the two's on the back, oftentimes with these guys, they'll get up top or towards the right.
The soft break or the non-forceful break. I think they get a lot of kisses on that two ball. It's possible. Man, that's another shot that's just like the one earlier. That's just a little bit of let up.
Forget about the cue ball just a hair.
Yeah, and you know, don't want to say let up in like a flaw. It's just kind of like what I like. Also, of course, he's in a lead here, but he's working to overdo it a little bit. Now, one thing I like about him is he doesn't really stress when he's out there working. He doesn't really pick everything kind of stuff, and it's been a real routine here in this match. A 9-0 lead. Yeah, sorry for that. I believe it. If his opponent could be Francisco Bustamante in the second round to play Federer. You know, I wanted to play him just because we've never played prior.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think that would be pretty cool.
The man you're watching right now. All right, took a little chance, so here's your chance.
I think you've got to punch below. Yeah, he's going to try and draw out of it. Not a terrible effort.
No, I thought it was great, especially I think he was going into that
6 to the 7.
We'll see what kind of position he gets. He's got to have this slow down to get to that round 7. He needs to keep going, actually.
How's this finish? Does he get on the board? Oh, look at this. Maybe he has a... Yeah, nice follow.
He's used to it, though. I'll tell you what, hats off to one incredible. And you could hear it from the crowd.
You know, something I like, JJ, is obviously you know it as well as everybody else, but the fans here are knowledgeable. Even the people just going through the mall. Can he come out 2 rails here? Definitely. He needs that to run.
Just let it nip real lightly. Yeah.
Okay.
The new felt. But the kind of, he's going to have to talk to it a little bit. Overcut the ball to the pocket, and that usually costs you 6. I'd say probably have some speed on this. Messing with a guy with a jump cue that's incredible. So even if he gets the snooker, oh, the last thing he wanted.
Right,
to
he
see.
had a right spin on it, which I think, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe just straight draw.
Right.
Maybe, but what Scott was saying is see what Fedor Gorst had in mind, but we all know what he's got in mind from here. Maybe a little lunch soon. Table's pretty slick though, right? I see the ball rolling out nicely.
Yeah.
Looks like it. That's what he's doing. 8's very playable, so no reason to try and get close to it. The way he's broke in this match, it's got to be a good feeling moving forward. Again, and who knows, get even more comfortable moving forward in this Philippine Open. And we've lost Billy J. Garcia, probably one of the